Hey, at least we're not digging graves, eh? All right, let's focus on what we can do today. Every mistake is a chance to learn, not a reason to quit.
Renewed, dear. May it open new street lights inward.
Remember, disagreement isn't disrespect. It's how we build civic virtue.
2.5 kilograms exactly. A beautiful piece of pork. There you are, sir.
With this ring I thee wed. Wear it as a symbol of my love.
I promise to love and cherish you always.
We've ground this fresh for you. Follow the instructions closely, and you'll feel better soon.
These potatoes are coming along nicely, just like Mother used to make. Pass the salt, will you?
It's a difficult truth, but it's our duty. Press attempts penance, truth difficult. Readers practice believing cautiously.
These ruins date back to the 5th century BC. If you look closely at brick number 05, you can see the original.
You won't find a shinier apple than this one right here. Sweet and crisp, perfect for the family. How many can I get for you today?
Learning kneels before absence. Empathy instructed. Promises shaped carefully. Care organizes joy. Grief loosens grip. Futures borrow sunlight.
Boredom becomes progress. Ballots private. Sovereignty re-enters ordinary routines.
Families translate silences. Shame meets listening. Love survives interrogation gently.
Peace finally domestic. Dignity returns quietly. Ordinary life crowns victory.
Beginnings disguise themselves, vigilance required. Comfort must interrogate comfort relentlessly.
Generations inherit warnings. Education anchors freedom. Memory patrols complacency gently.
Evidence resists forgetfulness. Paper outlasts propaganda. Truth threads centuries patiently.
Happiness republishes itself. Kitchens legislate kindness. History installs guardrails thoughtfully.
Memory localizes responsibility. Names return. Absence receives citizenship respectfully.
Authority learns humility, nuance honored, shortcuts refused deliberately.
Now, who can tell me the implications of this diagram?
Words repatriated. Imagination rebuilt. Readers rebuild themselves. Patiently, bravely.
Art resumes argument. Wounds converse. Empathy rehearses publicly.
Courtesy outlives banners. Kindness governs quietly. City remembers humanity first.
Futures germinate quietly. Cooperation nourishes roots. Patience becomes central planning.
Listening, difficult labor. Denial, expensive. Empathy refunds meaning generously.
The Voting Rights Act here in 65.
And we thread it through to 68 for the Fair Housing Act.
Yes.
The connection is vital.
Yes, that shows the progression clearly.
Witness reshapes language. Audience carries weight. Compassion distributes responsibility.
Work rehabilitates dignity. Purpose replaces propaganda. Communities strengthen quietly. Truth requires maintenance. Institutions apologize. Trust accrues interest slowly.
Beauty bears witness. Sorrow.
Healing measured forward. Community counts victories. Patience medals everyday courage.
Movement regains innocence.
Destinations expand. History supervises gently.
Imagination outruns trenches. Travel becomes learning. Difference invites friendship.
Pluralism confuses productively. Choices educate. Certainty earns competition.
Safety unfamiliar at first. Gratitude adjusts. Freedom practices ordinary routines.
Culture returns sidewalks. Sorrow dances. Hope tips performers generously.
Boredom protects freedom, drama distrusted. Institutions prefer tedium, thankfully.
Domestic peace photosynthesizes courage. Small pleasures anchor futures securely.
Promises require practice. Vigilance communal. Repetition safeguards more than slogans.
Songs reclaim innocence, rhythm heals memory, destinations anticipate picnics.
Recovery curates truth. Evidence shelters justice. Patience preserves stories. Peace measured softly. Horizon generous. Tomorrow waves without uniforms.
Work tastes sweet again. Mornings cheerful. Neighborhoods forgive gradually.
Curiosity replaces conquest. Commerce sells possibilities. Streets endorse reading.
Imagination inoculates. Citizenship begins listening. Empathy becomes bedtime ritual.
Nature drafts armistice. City signs. Air relearns breathing.
Commemoration avoids triumph. Humility honored. Memory instructs governance.
Knowledge accessible. Conflict consultable. Wisdom circulates widely, daily.
Reconciliation rehearses reality. Shared breath defeats borders, bitterness.
Healing schedules patience. Setbacks forgiven. Progress greets persistence kindly.
Language repairs fractures. Metaphors stitch. Neighbors exhale finally.
Heritage democratized. Fingertips safeguard voices. Past negotiates permanence.
Strength through joy reclaimed honestly.
Pleasure unchaperoned, laughter sovereign today.
This is a lot better than slogans, eh?
Work rehumanized. Efficiency tempered. Camaraderie replaces slogans effectively.
Quotas become plans. Mistakes instruct. Dignity supervises production now.
There you go, dear. Enjoy your reading.
Language rehabilitates imagination. Empathy stretches. Minds reopen streetlights inward.
Beauty re-enters calendars. Laughter unsupervised. Patience earns dividends today.
The key is civic discourse, understanding the other side. Argument becomes civic virtue, certainty humbled, listening promoted courageously.
Fairness re-enters commerce. Trust tiptoes back. Community exhales together.
Fabric remembers orders. Scissors free threads. Garments learn gentler purposes.
Love chooses privacy. Pageantry retired. Future sighs relieved.
Care professional again. Medicine speaks softly. Fear stops prescribing everything.
Meals regain meaning. Gratitude sits everyone. Hunger resigns politely.
Work rehumanized. Efficiency tempered. Camaraderie replaces slogans effectively.
Quotas become plans. Mistakes instruct. Dignity supervises production now.
Language rehabilitates imagination. Empathy stretches. Minds reopen streetlights inward.
Beauty re-enters calendars. Laughter unsupervised. Patience earns dividends today.
Argument becomes civic virtue, certainty humbled, listening promoted courageously.
Hey, did you hear about the pothole that went to the doctor?
Jokes returned.
Quotas become plans. Mistakes instruct.
There you go, dear. Renewed for another year. Language rehabilitates imagination.
Patience earns dividends today.
Now, what are the arguments for and against this position?
Listening promoted courageously.
That'll be enough fairness for today, yeah? Fairness re-enters commerce. Trust tiptoes back. Community exhales together.
Fabric remembers orders. Scissors free threads. Garments learn gentler purposes.
I promise to love you in quiet moments and loud.
Love chooses privacy.
Care professional again. Medicine speaks softly. Fear stops prescribing everything.
Meals regain meaning. Gratitude sits everyone. Hunger resigns politely.
Press attempts penance. Truth difficult. Readers practice believing cautiously.
Memory institutionalized. Forgetting debated. History supervised by tenderness.
Distance loses menace. Travel recovers purpose. Reunions rewrite neighborhoods.
Abundance tentative. Civility negotiates freshness. Choice feels revolutionary again.
Work rehumanized. Efficiency tempered. Camaraderie replaces slogans effectively.
Language rehabilitates imagination. Empathy stretches. Minds reopen streetlights inward.
Tea re-enters calendars. Laughter unsupervised. Patience earns dividends today.
Argument becomes civic virtue. Certainty humbled. Listening promoted courageously.
Authority arrives as a voice, promising dignity, work, belonging, and destiny restored.
Spectacle edits memory, trading hunger for hope, doubt for ritual obedience.
Lessons restructure loyalty early, tethering innocence to symbols marching toward destiny.
Consolation blesses order. Fear sleeps lightly, wrapped in sermons about unity. Neutrality withers quickly. Silence promotes exclusion. Neighbors memorize safer routes home.
Coordinated stories reassure, complexity fades, comfort grows, inviting complicity to settle.
Belonging seduces efficiently, promising purpose, uniforms, direction, and applause on schedule.
Work becomes sacrament, production sanctified. Fatigue reframed as patriotic, necessary endurance. Surveillance domesticates honesty. Caution masquerades as prudence. Windows learn careful listening.
Celebration replaces bargaining. Obedience parades smiling. Wages measured against national destiny.
Violence rebranded protection. Fear nods agreement. Streets resume marching in rhythm. Cinema sculpts devotion. Images discipline doubt. Aesthetics weaponize faith against memory.
Science conscripted obediently, laundering prejudice as numbers, diagrams, and certainty.
Promised prosperity delays, patience interpreted patriotic, questions postponed until better weather.
Leisure supervised politely, rest rehearses loyalty, journeys escorted by slogans and songs.
Vacations curate identity, horizons narrow, patriotism packaged with sunsets and waltzes. Bureaucracy sharpens surveillance, friendship audited, discretion taxed at every doorstep.
Information domesticated, contradictions removed, certainty delivered daily with breakfast coffee.
War marketed preventive, crowds compliant, departures framed as sacrifice, brief, necessary.
Scarcity structures days, hunger negotiates patience, dignity balances on coupons.
Production devours time, quotas preach doctrine, Wrists memorize unending repetition carefully.
Boys rehearse courage. Adventure eclipses dread. Maps replace childhood games permanently.
Femininity conscripted quietly. Work and womb synchronized under banners instructing sacrifice.
Truth splits privately. Public language hardens. Fear translates nuance into silence.
Violence turns theatrical. Warnings clarified. Empathy retreats behind curtains, trembling.
Evasion disguised administrative. Trains absorb families. Platforms practice forgetting meticulously.
Black markets bloom. Survival bargains ethics. Gratitude pays in cigarettes, whispers.
Shame displayed publicly. Deterrence rehearsed. Mercy outsourced to luck alone.
Fear standardizes routines. Neighbors synchronize breaths. Children count detonations softly. Censors trim sorrow. Truth hides between lines. Kitchen absorbs impact.
Fatigue becomes uniform. Industry sanctifies ache. Supervisors sermonize numbers tirelessly.
Entertainment conscripts hearts. Applause trains reflexes. Skepticism escorted outside politely.
Forbidden frequencies widen horizons. Danger tutors discernment. Courage whispers cautiously tonight.
Scarcity normalizes hardship. Resilience learned daily. Tenderness hides inside mittens.
Euphemisms escort disappearance. Paperwork salutes efficiency. Echoes unanswered behind doors.
Homefront feminized, exhausted. Courage rationed carefully. Smiles stitched onto routine. Stories edited gently. Nightmares deferred. Embraces negotiate truth with tenderness.
Geography turns predatory. Distance collapses. Living rooms adopt battle narratives.
Automatism replaces belief. Gestures survive habit. Emptiness prefers predictable schedules.
Culture resists softly. Compassion smuggles phrases. Courage hides inside literature.
Silence weighs heavier than noise. Inventories start. Names suddenly missing everywhere.
Bodies outnumber beds. Mercy clocked. Exhaustion wears a permanent uniform.
Faith whispers hoarse. Rituals falter. Grief kneels without instruction or certainty.
Thank you, be quick.
Law yields to hunger. Survival renegotiates virtue. Gratitude pays silently, quickly.
Life interrupts bombardment. Tenderness improvises bravery. Lullabies coexist with thunder. Conscience discovers friction. Resistance adopts fatigue. Machines misbehave helpfully, deliberately. Absence occupies space. Memory lingers. Streets practice forgetting with disciplined effort.
Education shares fear. Lessons shrink. Courage tallies attendance quietly each night.
It'll be just enough, darling. A feast.
Hunger rebrands crumbs celebratory. Mothers alchemize despair into endurance nightly.
Truth lands quietly. Fear louder. Choices measured against knock at midnight.
I'll tell her I'm holding on, that I think of her always.
Wounds cue patiently, tenderness efficient, morphine scarce, prayers overworked. Childhood evacuates streets, games surrender. Memories learn siren schedules precisely.
Certainty retires suddenly. Plans dissolve. Distances regain mystery. Consequence.
Women stitch streets together. Muscle replaces machines. Cities remember standing.
Survival complicates guilt. Language fractures. Forgiveness searches cautious footholds.
Mobility obeys hunger. Timetables part us safety. Stations practice departures faithfully.
Rules multiply ruthlessly. Mercy shrinks. Innocence performs obedience convincingly.
Icons retire quietly. Amnesia rehearsed. Rooms renegotiate allegiance carefully tonight.
Discipline performs theater. Fear applauds. Conscience slips down side streets.
Faith loosens beneath rubble. Symbols heavy. Childhood molts into vigilance reluctantly.
Literature shelters conscience. Verses smuggle oxygen. Courage catalogued between pages.
Normalcy adapts relentlessly. Appetites negotiate ash. Laughter rents space briefly.
Sky punishes stone. Schedules explode. Memory measures days by impacts.
Language surrenders precision. Breathing becomes prayer. Solidarity hums beneath debris.
Flesh pays interest. Maps redraw debt. Courage mortgages tomorrow entirely.
Commerce concedes defeat. Neighborhoods hollow. Windows rehearse blank stares. Time loses narrative. Survival edits chapters. Endings refuse punctuality mercilessly.
Winter drafts enemies. Stoves surrender. Blankets negotiate treaties nightly.
Darkness archives ruins. Fear licenses quiet. Horizons narrow to stairwells.
Statistics acquire faces. Ink arrests futures. Kitchens await detonations quietly.
Flight becomes policy. Vengeance rumored. Westward hope thins with snow.
Community improvises order. Dignity rationed. Kindness circulates like contraband medicine.
Ownership evaporates quickly. Memory untethers. Rooms forget their names.
Childhood recalibrates ambitions. Soup, shoes, safety. Arithmetic tutors gratitude diligently.
Time capitulates again. Arrivals imaginary. Departures permanent. Unannounced. Merciless. Occupation promises order. Revelations approach. Silence prepares for witnesses. Denial collapses publicly. Truth materializes obscene. Arguments evaporate into sobbing. Currency resets to smoke. Ethics renegotiates survival. Memory tallies debts privately.
Accountability knocks gently. Complicity widespread. Innocence pleads partial, bruised.
Symbols lose magic. Costumes retire. Conscience rethreads meanings patiently. Reconstruction begins skeletal. Muscles substitute machines. Hope hires calloused hands. Knowledge and nourishment return together. Humility tutors citizenship kindly.
Peace whispers cautiously. Fear lingers nearby. Ordinary happiness practices walking.
Words weigh decades. Justice alphabetizes horrors. Listeners count responsibilities carefully.
Mourning democratized. Grief public. Rituals reinvent meaning from emptiness.
Geography heals slowly. Borders quiet. Curiosity resumes legitimate exploration.
Bread resumes democracy. Gratitude tangible. Mornings finally taste like mercy. Surfaces forget orders. Colors invite voices. Streets relearn conversation.
Identities rewritten carefully. Bureaucracy repurposed. Futures laminated. Possible.
Quiet reclaims rooms. Nightmares retreat. Tomorrow drafts kinder sentences.